The Arizona sun was merciless when 7-year-old Lily found the man collapsed on the roadside. Leather jacket, Hell's Angels patch, face red with heat stroke. Her grandmother had warned her about dangerous bikers, but Lily saw something else, someone dying. What she did next would bring 2,000 motorcycles to her tiny desert town. But no one imagined why they came. If this story touches your heart, please like and comment below. Your support keeps these stories alive. Lily Martinez was 7 years old and lived with her grandmother Rosa in Saguaro Springs, Arizona, population 623, where summer temperatures hit 115 degrees and smart people stayed indoors. On July 14th, the heat was extreme even for Arizona. Weather alerts warned against going outside, but Lily's cat Whiskers had escaped that morning, and Lily refused to leave him in the deadly heat. "Mija, it's too hot," Rosa called. "Whiskers will come back, but Abuela, he'll die out there." Rosa sighed. Lily was stubborn like her late mother. 10 minutes, then inside. "Promise? Promise!" Lily walked down Desert Rose Road calling for Whiskers. The heat was suffocating. Sweat soaked her shirt immediately. She was about to turn back when she saw something that made her freeze. A man lay on the gravel shoulder face down, black leather jacket despite the heat. Tattoos covering his arms, and on his back, a patch with skull and wings. Hell's Angels. Lily had seen those patches on TV, heard whispers at church. "Bad men," Abuela said. "Dangerous, stay away." But this man wasn't dangerous. He was barely breathing. Lily approached carefully. "Mister, are you okay?" No response. His skin was bright red, lips cracked and bleeding, classic heat stroke. Lily's 7-year-old mind raced. She couldn't move him. He was huge. But she had her water bottle, the cold one Abuela packed with ice that morning. She unscrewed the cap and carefully poured water on the man's head and neck. He stirred slightly. She poured more, then held the bottle to his lips. "Drink, mister, please, drink." His eyes fluttered open, grey eyes, bloodshot and confused. He managed a few sips. "Kid, what?" "You're sick from the heat. I'm getting help." Lily dropped her empty water bottle and ran home as fast as her legs could carry her. She burst through the door. "Abuela, there's a man on the road. He's dying." Rosa grabbed her phone and followed Lily outside. When she saw the man, saw the Hell's Angels patch, she hesitated, but her nurse training from 40 years ago kicked in. This was a human being. "Lily, get more water and towels, quick." Rosa knelt beside the man, checking his pulse, rapid and weak, severe dehydration and heat stroke. His motorcycle was visible now, crashed in the ditch, twisted metal in the sand. Lily returned with supplies. Together they got water into him and wet towels on his head and neck. Rosa called 911. The ambulance took 20 minutes, critical time. They got the man inside Rosa's house, into the air conditioning. He drifted in and out of consciousness. At one point his eyes found Lily. "You, the kid. I gave you my water," Lily said shyly. "You saved me." His voice was barely a whisper. "Thank you, little angel." Then his eyes closed again. The paramedics arrived and stabilized him. "Ma'am, you know who this is? Marcus Stone. They call him Hammer. He's a national officer in the Hell's Angels. High-ranking." Rosa felt nervous. What was a high-ranking Hell's Angel doing alone on an Arizona back road in deadly heat? As they loaded him onto the stretcher, Marcus's eyes opened again. He looked at Lily. "What's your name, kid?" "Lily Martinez." "Lily, I won't forget, I promise." After they left, Rosa held Lily tight. "You did good, mija. You saved a life, even though he's a bad man." Rosa paused. "Baby, people aren't always what they seem. That man might have done bad things, but today you saw a person who needed help. That's all that mattered." That night, Lily couldn't sleep. She kept seeing those grey eyes, so full of pain and gratitude. The next morning, Rosa made breakfast while Lily played in the yard. Then they heard it, a rumble, deep, growing impossibly loud. Rosa went to the window and gasped. Motorcycles, hundreds of them, thousands, rolling down their street in perfect formation. Black leather, chrome flashing in the desert sun. And every jacket bore that same patch, Hell's Angels. They kept coming. The street filled, the neighboring lots filled. 2,000 motorcycles surrounding Rosa's small adobe house. Rosa's heart pounded. Were they here for revenge? Had helping Marcus been a terrible mistake? Lily pressed against the window. "Abuela, look! So many motorcycles!" A knock at the door. Rosa's hand trembled as she opened it. A massive man stood there, 6'5", arms like tree trunks, salt and pepper beard, wearing a president patch. Behind him stood an army of bikers, silent and still. "Ma'am," his voice was surprisingly gentle, "I'm Thomas Riley. They call me Thunder. I'm here about Lily Martinez. That your granddaughter?" Rosa could barely speak. "Yes. What do you want with her?" "To thank her. Your little girl saved the life of Marcus Stone, one of our most respected brothers. We came to show our gratitude." Rosa blinked. "Gratitude?" "Marcus called from the hospital this morning, told us everything. How a 7-year-old child found him dying of heat stroke, how she gave him her only water and ran for help, how she saved him when she could have been scared and walked away." Thunder's voice cracked slightly. "Ma'am, Marcus has been with us for 35 years. Your granddaughter gave him back to us. We wanted to thank her properly." Lily appeared beside Rosa. "Are you Marcus's friends?" Thunder dropped to one knee, making himself smaller. "Yes, little one. We're his brothers. And because you saved him, you're family now too." "Really? Really? We brought you something." Thunder held out a small leather vest, child-sized, with beautiful embroidery that said Honorary Angel, with Lily's name and a halo instead of wings. "This makes you one of us. Protected. Always." Lily's eyes went huge. "This is for me, for you, and there's more." Thunder raised his hand. 2,000 bikers started their engines simultaneously. The roar shook the ground. Then, as one, they raised their fists in salute for Lily Martinez, age 7, who chose compassion over fear. The salute lasted 5 full minutes. Neighbors emerged, recording on phones. This moment would change everything. When the engines cut, Thunder stood. "Ma'am, we also want to make sure Lily's taken care of," Marcus insisted. "We've established an education fund, full scholarship through any college she chooses, and we'll be checking in regularly, making sure she has what she needs." Rosa's eyes filled with tears. "We can't accept. Please, let us do this. Your granddaughter showed more courage than most grown men. She deserves recognition." A black SUV pulled up, and Marcus himself emerged, leaning on crutches but insisting on being there. He made his way slowly to Lily and carefully knelt. "Hey there, little hero." Lily smiled. "You're better. Because of you. Doctors said I had maybe 15 more minutes before organ failure. You saved me, Lily. Why?" Lily thought about it seriously. "Because you needed help. Abuela says we help people even when it's hard." Marcus's tough exterior cracked. Tears actually formed in his eyes. "Your abuela is right, and you're the bravest kid I ever met." He pulled out a silver chain with a small angel pendant. "This belonged to my daughter. She died 5 years ago. Car accident. She was 8. Her name was Lucia." Lily gasped. "That's my mama's name. She died too, when I was 3. Marcus's hand shook as he held the necklace. "Then you understand. Loss. Pain. Your mama would be so proud of you, Lily. Just like I know Lucia would want you to have this. So you remember, you got 2,000 uncles now. Anything happens, you call us." Lily took the necklace with reverence. "Thank you, Mr. Marcus." Thunder addressed the crowd. "Brothers, 3 cheers for Lily Martinez." The roar that followed echoed across the desert. Then, organized as military, the bikers began leaving. But each one, all 2,000, rode slowly past Lily's house, raising a fist. It took 4 hours. News crews arrived by noon. Every network wanted the story. Rosa kept Lily mostly inside, but released a statement. "My granddaughter did what any good person should do. She helped someone in need. We're grateful to the Hell's Angels for their kindness." The story exploded. "Girl saves Hell's Angel from heat stroke. 2,000 bikers thank her," topped every headline. Support poured in worldwide, donations, letters, gifts. People called Lily a hero, but Lily didn't understand the fuss. She'd just helped someone. Wasn't that normal? That evening, Marcus returned alone, looking stronger. Rosa invited him in for iced tea. "I need to tell you something," Marcus said, "about why I was out there." "You don't have to." "I do. You deserve to know." He sighed. "I was set up. Someone in my club wanted me dead. They sabotaged my bike in that heat, left me stranded, left me to die." Rosa's blood went cold. "Who would do that?" "Still figuring it out, but they're dangerous. And if they know Lily saved me—" He didn't finish. "Are we in danger?" "Not if I can help it. I've got brothers watching your house 24/7. You won't see them, but they're there. Nobody touches Lily. That's a promise." After Marcus left, Rosa held Lily close. "Mija, listen carefully. If anyone strange approaches you, anyone you don't know, you tell me immediately. Understand?" "Okay, abuela." 3 days later, Lily was drawing on the porch when a car pulled up. A man in a suit emerged, smiling. "Hello, you must be Lily. I'm Mr. Harrison. I'm with the newspaper. I wanted to ask about your brave rescue." Something felt wrong. Lily remembered Abuela's warning. "I need to get my Abuela. Just one quick question. Where's Marcus staying?" Lily ran inside. "Abuela, strange man." Rosa came out to find the man trying to look through the window. "Can I help you?" "Just wanted to interview the girl." "You have press credentials?" The man hesitated. They're in my car." "Then leave. Now." The man's smile vanished. "You can't protect her forever. He knows she saved Marcus. And he will—" A motorcycle roared up. A Hell's Angel positioned himself between the man and the house. "Problem?" The man's face went pale. He rushed to his car and sped off. The biker, Patch said Razor, approached Rosa. "You okay?" "Who was that?" "Don't know yet, but we got his plates. Marcus will handle it." Marcus called within 30 minutes. "The man was Daniel Voss. He works for Gerald Kane, my vice president, the bastard who tried to kill me." Rosa felt sick. "Why target Lily?" "Because she's leverage now. Kane thinks he can use her to control me or draw me out. He's dead wrong." That night, Marcus and Thunder arrived with a plan. "We're moving you temporarily. Safe house until Kane's dealt with. We can't leave our home. It's temporary, just until Kane's eliminated as a threat. He crossed the line, targeting a child. The club won't tolerate it." Rosa looked at Lily sleeping on the couch, clutching her angel necklace. "Okay, but I need guarantees. My life before hers, always." Next morning, they packed essentials and were taken to a secure compound outside Phoenix. Guarded, isolated, safe. Lily thought it was an adventure. Meanwhile, Marcus confronted Kane at the clubhouse. Full membership present. "Gerald, we need to talk." Kane smiled coldly. About you sabotaging my bike. About sending Voss to threaten a 7-year-old. The room went silent. Kane's smile faded. "Prove it." Marcus played a recording. Voss confessing everything in exchange for immunity. He documented Kane's orders, his plan to seize control by eliminating Marcus. Thunder stood. "Gerald Kane, you violated every code we have, betrayed Brotherhood, targeted an innocent child. Verdict? Every member voted. Unanimous. Kane was out, stripped of Patch, banned from all chapters, marked for life. If he came near Lily, consequences would be fatal. Kane was escorted out, his power gone. Marcus had won through evidence and Brotherhood. 4 days later, Rosa and Lily returned home. Everything was intact, protected the entire time. Lily rushed to her toys, unaware of the danger that had passed. Marcus visited that evening. "It's over. Kane's gone. You're safe. Thank you for protecting us. Thank your granddaughter. She reminded me why this Brotherhood exists, to protect the innocent." Lily appeared in pajamas, dragging her favorite blanket. "Mr. Marcus, will you still visit even though the bad man is gone?" Marcus's eyes filled. "Yeah, Lily, I'll visit, if your abuela allows." Rosa smiled. "You're welcome any time." Over the following months, Marcus became family. He'd stop by for coffee, bring Lily books, teach her about bikes. He showed her how to be strong without being cruel. The Hells Angels chapter adopted Lily officially. Her birthday brought 200 bikers with presents. Christmas was overwhelming with gifts. But more importantly, Lily gained a family. Rough men who'd made mistakes but chose to protect innocence when it mattered. One day, Lily came home crying. Kids at school say bikers are bad, that I shouldn't be friends with you. Marcus sat beside her. Lily, people fear what they don't understand. We're not perfect, but you taught me something. One act of kindness changes everything. You didn't see my patch or reputation. You saw a person who needed help. That's wisdom most adults never learn. So you're not bad. We're people, complex, but we're trying to be better. Because of you. Lily hugged him. I'm glad I found you in the desert. Me too, Mija. Me too. 6 months after the rescue, the Hells Angels threw a celebration. 2,000 bikers returned to Saguaro Springs, but this time the town welcomed them. They'd seen how these men treated Lily, with gentleness and honor. The mayor declared Lily Martinez Day. Lily stood on stage in her vest and spoke. Thank you all for coming. I just want to say, helping people is easy. When someone needs you, help them. It doesn't matter who they are. Everyone deserves kindness. That's what Abuela taught me, and that's what Mr. Marcus taught me too. We're all family if we choose to be. The crowd erupted. Thunder leaned toward Marcus. That kid's changing the world. Marcus smiled. She already did, one dehydrated biker at a time. As sunset painted the desert orange and pink, Lily sat on Marcus's shoulders watching fireworks the club had organized. Rosa stood beside them, no longer alone, but part of something bigger. The story spread beyond Arizona. It became proof that kindness bridges any divide. That compassion is the ultimate rebellion. And it started because Lily Martinez, age 7, saw a man dying in the desert heat and decided saving him mattered more than being afraid. Sometimes the smallest acts create the biggest ripples. Sometimes heroes come in small packages with big hearts. And sometimes a child's innocence teaches grown men what brotherhood truly means. 1 year after the rescue, Lily was 8 and thriving. The education fund Marcus established had grown with donations from across the country, but more valuable than money was the family she'd gained. Marcus visited twice weekly, bringing books and teaching Lily about responsibility and courage. He'd lost his own daughter, and Lily had lost her mother. They filled those empty spaces for each other. But the peace was about to be tested. Gerald Kane, expelled and humiliated, hadn't disappeared. He'd been plotting revenge, recruiting disgruntled former members, and building a rival crew. And his target wasn't Marcus. It was Lily. She made him weak, Kane told his followers. Take her, and Marcus falls apart. Thunder got wind of the threat through an informant. He immediately called Marcus. Kane's planning something. He's been watching Lily's school, Rosa's routines. He's going to make a move. Marcus felt ice in his veins. Double the protection. I want eyes on Lily 24/7. Already done, but Marcus, maybe it's time to end this permanently. I won't become what Kane is. We do this right, legal and final. Marcus contacted FBI agent Sarah Chen, who'd been investigating Kane's new criminal enterprise. I have information. Kane's planning to kidnap a child to get to me. We need proof. Give me 3 days. Marcus worked with Thunder and their most trusted brothers. They set up surveillance, documented Kane's movements, recorded his conversations. Within 72 hours, they had everything. Kane planning the kidnapping, weapons purchases, conspiracy charges. Agent Chen moved fast. Before Kane could act, FBI and local police raided his compound. Kane and 8 followers were arrested on federal charges: conspiracy to kidnap, weapons violations, racketeering. Kane would spend decades in prison. When Marcus told Rosa and Lily, relief flooded through them. So it's really over? Yeah, Kane won't hurt anyone ever again. Lily hugged Marcus tight. Thank you for keeping us safe. Always, Mija. Always. With the threat eliminated, life returned to normal. Or as normal as it could be for a girl with 2,000 biker uncles. Lily's 9th birthday was legendary. The Hells Angels rented the entire community center. 200 bikers attended, along with half the town. There was a massive cake shaped like a motorcycle, presents piled high, and a special gift from Marcus, a custom-painted pink bicycle with training wheels shaped like angel wings. "So you can ride like us someday," Marcus said, grinning. Lily's joy was pure and absolute. She rode that bike every day, Marcus running beside her until she got her balance. The day she rode without help, Marcus had tears in his eyes. "Your mama would be so proud," he whispered. Rosa watched from the porch, grateful. After her daughter died, she'd thought she'd raise Lily alone. But Marcus and his Brotherhood had become the family they needed. One afternoon, Rosa pulled Marcus aside. "I need to tell you something. Lily's been asking questions about her father." Marcus tensed. "I thought he wasn't in the picture." "He wasn't. He left before Lily was born, but she's curious now, wants to know who he was." "What are you going to tell her?" Rosa sighed. "The truth, that he was scared and ran, that he missed out on knowing an amazing daughter." "Want me there when you tell her? Would you?" "Of course." That evening, the three of them sat together. Rosa explained gently that Lily's father had left before she was born. That it wasn't Lily's fault. Some people just aren't ready for responsibility. Lily processed this seriously. Then she looked at Marcus. "Are you my dad now?" Marcus's breath caught. "Lily, I'm not trying to replace anyone, but you act like my dad. You teach me stuff, you protect me, you love me. Isn't that what dads do?" Rosa wiped tears. Marcus pulled Lily into a hug, his own eyes wet. "Yeah, mija. That's what dads do, and if you want me to be your dad, I'd be honored. Then you're my dad. Simple as that. A bond forged not by blood, but by choice and love." 2 years after the rescue, Lily was 9, and speaking at schools about kindness and courage. Her story had inspired a national movement, Lily's Angel Project, encouraging kids to help others regardless of fear or prejudice. Marcus officially adopted Lily. Rosa was getting older and wanted to ensure Lily had stability if something happened. The adoption hearing was emotional, the judge himself tearing up as Marcus swore to protect and love Lily as his own. "I lost one daughter," Marcus told the court. "God gave me a second chance. I won't waste it." The courtroom erupted in applause. Lily was now legally Lily Stone. She kept Martinez as a middle name to honor her mother and Rosa. The Hells Angels threw another massive celebration. 3,000 bikers this time. Word had spread, and chapters from across the globe sent representatives. Saguaro Springs became the site of the largest Hells Angels gathering in history, all to celebrate a little girl who'd shown them what really mattered. At the celebration, an elderly biker approached Marcus. His patch said Ghost, a legend in the club, one of the founding members from the 1960s. "I've been in this Brotherhood for 60 years, Ghost said, voice gravelly. "Seen it all. But what that little girl did, saving you, teaching all of us about compassion, that's the most important thing this club's ever been part of. She's our legacy now." Marcus looked at Lily, laughing with other kids, wearing her vest with pride. "She saved more than my life that day. She saved my soul." But not everyone celebrated. Some in the community still viewed the Hells Angels with suspicion. A group of concerned parents started a petition to ban the bikers from school grounds, claiming they were bad influences. Lily heard about it and was devastated. "Why do people hate them? They're good." Marcus sat with her. "People fear what they don't understand. They see our patches and assume the worst. We've earned some of that reputation through past mistakes, but we're trying to be better. What can I do?" "Be yourself. Keep showing people that kindness matters. Eventually they'll see." Lily decided to write a letter to the school board. With Rosa and Marcus's help, she crafted a simple, powerful message. "Dear School Board, my name is Lily Stone. I'm 9 years old. The Hells Angels saved my life by protecting me from bad people. They also taught me to be brave and kind. My dad, Marcus, is a Hells Angel, and he's the best dad ever. Please don't judge people by their jackets. Judge them by their hearts. Thank you, Lily." The letter went viral when the local news covered it. Public opinion shifted dramatically. The petition was withdrawn. The school board issued a statement supporting Marcus's involvement in Lily's education. More importantly, it opened dialogue. Marcus and other club members started volunteering, mentoring at-risk youth, teaching motorcycle safety, helping with community projects. The feared bikers became valued community members. Rosa's health began declining. At 76, years of hard work were catching up. Marcus moved them into a larger house, with room for Rosa to have in-home care. He covered all expenses without hesitation. "You gave me a family," he told Rosa. "Let me take care of mine." Rosa cried, grateful. "You're a good man, Marcus. My Lucia would approve." One evening, Rosa called Lily and Marcus to her bedside. "Mijos, listen, I'm old. When my time comes, I want you both to know. This last year has been the happiest of my life. You gave me family, joy, purpose. Thank you." "Abuela, don't talk like that." "Hush, mija. I'm not dying today, but someday. And when I do, you remember. I love you both so much. You're my greatest blessings." Marcus held Rosa's hand. "You raised an incredible granddaughter who saved my life and changed everything. Thank you for that gift." Rosa smiled. "You saved each other. That's how family works." 3 years after the rescue, Lily was 10 and had become a national figure. She'd spoken at the United Nations about compassion and breaking down barriers. She'd written a children's book, The Angel and the Biker, with proceeds funding youth programs. But to her, the most important thing was still simple: being Marcus's daughter and making Rosa proud. Rosa passed peacefully in her sleep at 77. The funeral was massive. The entire town attended, along with 500 Hells Angels from across the country. Rosa was honored as the grandmother who raised a hero and welcomed bikers into her family when others feared them. Lily grieved hard, but found comfort in Marcus and her extended biker family. "She's with Mama now," Lily told Marcus. "Together in heaven." "Yeah, mija, and they're both proud of you." Life continued. Lily excelled in school, participated in sports, made friends, but she never forgot her roots or the lesson that started everything: help people who need it, regardless of who they are. On the 5-year anniversary of Marcus's rescue, the Hells Angels organized a massive charity event in Saguaro Springs. Lily's Ride. 10,000 bikers participated, raising over $2 million for children's hospitals and heat safety programs. Lily, now 12, stood on stage and addressed the crowd. 5 years ago, I found a man dying in the desert heat. I was 7 and scared, but I knew he needed help. That choice changed my life forever. It brought me a dad, a family, and taught me that people are more than their appearances. The Hells Angels aren't perfect, nobody is, but they're good men and women trying to do right. They taught me courage, loyalty, and love. And they proved that family isn't just about blood, it's about showing up for each other. Thank you all for showing up for me." The roar from 10,000 bikers shook the desert. Marcus stood beside her, now 58, graying but strong. He'd found redemption through this little girl who saw past his patch to his humanity. She'd given him a reason to be better. That evening, just Marcus and Lily sat on their porch, watching the sunset paint the desert in brilliant colors. "Dad," Lily asked, "do you ever think about what would have happened if I hadn't found you?" "I'd be dead." "Simple as that. And I wouldn't have you." Marcus pulled her close. "But you did find me. You chose compassion over fear, and that choice saved both of us. I love you, Dad. I love you too, mija, more than anything in this world." They sat in comfortable silence as stars emerged. In the distance, motorcycles rumbled, club members heading out for an evening ride. The sound that once frightened people now meant family, protection, and community. Lily thought about her journey, from a shy girl who'd lost her mother to a confident young woman with a father who'd move heaven and earth for her. All because she'd given water to a stranger dying in the heat. "Dad, when I'm older, can I get a real Hells Angels patch?" Marcus laughed. "Let's wait until you're 18 for that conversation. But yeah, if that's what you want, You'll have earned it more than anyone. Because I saved you? Because you saved all of us. You reminded us why we ride together, not for power or reputation, but to protect the innocent and stand for something good. You're the best of us, Lily. You always have been. The stars blazed brighter as night deepened. Inside, photos lined the walls. Lily with Marcus, Lily with Rosa, Lily surrounded by bikers at various celebrations. A visual timeline of love, family, and redemption. The story of the little girl and the Hells Angel had traveled worldwide. It had been featured in documentaries, inspired legislation for heat safety, and changed how thousands viewed motorcycle clubs. But the real impact was simpler and more profound. It showed that one act of kindness could create ripples that reached farther than anyone imagined. That seeing humanity in others, especially those society labels as dangerous, could transform lives. Lily Martinez Stone, the girl who gave her water to a dying stranger, had become a symbol of hope. She'd proven that heroes don't need to be big or strong. They just need kind hearts and brave spirits. And Marcus Hammer Stone, the tough Hells Angel saved by a 7-year-old's compassion, had learned the most important lesson of his life. Vulnerability isn't weakness, and accepting help isn't defeat. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is let a child teach you how to be human again. As they headed inside for the night, Marcus ruffled Lily's hair. "Homework time, kiddo?" "Ugh, being a hero doesn't exempt me from math." "Nope, heroes still need education." Lily laughed and ran inside. Marcus paused at the door, looking back at the desert where he'd almost died 5 years ago. That stretch of road had been his end. Instead, it became his beginning, all because a little girl chose kindness over fear. He smiled and followed his daughter inside, closing the door on the past and embracing the future they'd built together. One act of compassion, 2 lives transformed, thousands inspired, and a family forged in the Arizona heat by the purest form of love, the kind that sees no barriers, demands no conditions, and changes everything it touches. The end of the story, but just the beginning of their journey together.